Hey guys, Coach Lajuana here again. Thank you so much for following, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and pouring into my ministry by sewing. I really appreciate you guys for it. I love it. I love the support and I love to help you guys. I've been getting requests from people who have been asking for what deliverance is, and I just want to explain it in this video. So I am a inner healing and deliverance minister. I'm also a life coach. I've been a life coach for 10 years. So inner healing and deliverance is when my ministry, we do inner healing first as well as deliverance. Inner healing in my ministry, which is, it kind of sets our ministry apart from a lot of ministries who do deliverance, because they'll just do deliverance, which is the calling out of spirits. What I mean by calling out spirits is if a person will come in, they may have some oppression, which is most of the cases, demonic oppression. So a person may have a lot of anxiety, they may have suicidal thoughts, depression, any kind of mental, emotional disorders, alcoholism, drug abuse, stuff like that, anger issues, stuff like that. So they'll come in and say, I need deliverance, right? So deliverance is okay. You're pretty much talking to that person, or they'll have it so that the person fills out an assessment form to just figure out where they are and what they need. And then the deliverance minister will call out spirits. Spirit of anger, spirit of lasciviousness, which is lust. If a person's having a lot of sexual dreams, they'll do call out the incubus, succubus spirit, stuff like that. They'll call those things out and help that person to get deliverance. They'll send those spirits to the dry places. We can't send them to the pit of hell because it's not judgment yet. It's not their time to go there. So any ministries that's like, I send them to the pits of hell, they actually can't do that because, judgment day has not, we haven't gone to that point yet. But we can send them back to the dry places. That's also biblical because demons hate when you send them to the dry places. They love to be in our vessels. They love to torment us. They love to oppress us because that's how they feel like they're in control, and they get a chance to feel like they're alive through us, through sin. So that's that part. Deliverance is not like The Exorcist, where people think it's like, people's heads spinning, shaking, throwing up all the time. Now, I will say, sometimes people sometimes they do vomit. I've even had that this week with a client where we were doing prayers against witchcraft, and those spirits, they just had to come out like that. But even in that, she was coughing. We stopped the session for a few minutes. She went to the bathroom. That stuff came out. She, got some water, cleaned herself up, and then she, we resumed the session. So that's that. And so that's the deliverance part. But most of when it comes to deliverance, is a very calm setting. You will talk to the person and it's peaceful. I do it on the phone or Messenger, Facebook Messenger or Zoom. And, just calling out spirits. It's not like what you see on TV typically. It's not like that. Now, this spirits, like I said, they can manifest like that through people vomiting. They can manifest where they're like, the spirits will talk like, this is Lucifer or whatever. This is Jezebel, Leviathan. I'm not leaving. They'll talk to you sometimes through the person. But it doesn't happen often. That's not the common thing, but it does happen. I've seen it. I have seen it. But for most people, that's not the experience. Now, the inner healing part is more counseling, getting your soul wounds healed. Soul wounds are wounds and trauma that, goes to the soul, because our soul is our mind, our will, and our emotions. And when we get hurt or betrayed by people, especially narcissistic people, it creates a soul wound of betrayal. And those wounds are wounds that we carry throughout our life, and it can make us angry, bitter, stagnant. It even separates us from God, because if we hold on to unforgiveness from these people who have hurt us, then we'll be in a situation to where we can't even hear God, we can't connect to the Holy Spirit, and we won't be able to walk in freedom, and we won't be able to walk in freedom. And in turn, there'll be a situation to where we'll be separated from God, and we won't be able to walk into the calling, that everything that he created us to be. So I wanted to say that. So with inner healing, we'll talk about your soul wounds. It could have been stuff that happened to you when you were a child. You might have mother wounds, father wounds, trauma from any kind of abuse, neglect wounds. A spirit of rejection could get in when you feel rejected. A lot of people were born with the spirit of rejection, and too, with narcissists, they love to get people pregnant because those spirits, transfer too. And they run in bloodlines and stuff like that. Just like we see alcoholism, we see drug abuse, and those spirits, that selfishness, that entitlement, that stuff runs in families. We see it. We see how these spirits manifest in human flesh. So deliverance is freeing your vessel from demonic oppression. Deliverance can also come from fasting. People also do self-deliverance too, but if you're dealing with something where you feel like you need a person to actually take you through that, then then get a deliverance minister. There are many great ones out there. I would say do your research when it comes to choosing a deliverance minister that's going to really be right for you. You want to make sure that that person is a Bible based. You want to make sure that the Holy Spirit is guiding you to that person. And you want to just make sure that person is reputable, that they are doing it in decency and in order, and everything is biblical. But with my ministry, like I said, we do the deliverance part, where we also address your soul wounds, that deep trauma, your emotions, where your mind is ruminating on this stuff, and we talk to you about that. And so it's amazing. I love it. I do this every day. And so if you guys want inner healing and deliverance, let me know. Lajuanaradcliffe@gmail.com. Just email me. You send me a message, a comment. So I just wanted to really explain what deliverance is. A lot of people didn't know. People feel like it's like the Exorcist. It's not like that. But even if a person, throws up, it's okay. You're going to wipe it off. You're going to drink some water. You're going to be good. You're going to brush your teeth, get yourself together. All that. But okay, guys, I love y'all. Thank y'all for sharing, and subscribing. If this information has helped you, please share it with other people. And again, thank you guys for sewing into the ministry. I really, really, really appreciate it. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.